My name is Dan Hannon. My wife got tired of hearing me complain about how lethargic I felt, how tired, how achy, and she just made me an appointment. So like most, I have white coat syndrome. I absolutely hate going to the doctors. I go to the doctor, sit in the waiting room for 40 minutes. They put you in a room for 3 minutes, and then you're basically told, take this medicine and go home. This was the absolute furthest from that experience. The blood work was much more extensive than I would get from my normal doctor. And then from there, we kind of just put me on a path of, listen, you have all of these pre-existing conditions that things are only going to get worse. So let's just start and build a little roadmap. When I came in, I was a total disaster. I had everything wrong that you can imagine. High blood pressure, terrible cholesterol, pre-diabetic, extremely dehydrated, low vitamin D. I mean, just everything was wrong. We went through the proper steps in nutrition, helping me, eating the right food, getting on a nutrition plan in terms of watching what I eat, drinking more water, exercising, cleaning up my diet. And I'm happy to say it's been a few months, but I mean, almost every one of those benchmarks is within the normal level now. I feel like, honestly, 20 years younger. I've lost a ton of weight. I have way more energy. And it's kind of crazy to say, but I actually look forward to coming here because it's a sense of accountability. And each time I come, I can see the improvement with all the work that we're putting in. One of the biggest things that was an eye-opener here was not only did I do blood work, I did a food sensitivity test. So all the stuff, as I would go through peaks where it'd be 3-4 months where I try to get in shape, lose some weight. And then you realize you would lose a little weight, but then you'd gain it back. When I went through the food test, what I realized is a lot of the foods that I were eating that I love to eat were actually causing inflammation in the body that I didn't know. And so as I'm putting all this effort in to work out, I'm getting nowhere because I'm being limited by the food going into my body, which nobody ever told me about, and nor did my primary ever offer that type of service. So I would tell anybody that's even on the fence or considering, don't wait. I try to explain to people, look, it's not as hard as you think it is. As simple as it is walking. I mean, walking changed my life. Between the consultation, the advice here, and the being held accountable by coming here as often as that would come, it's literally put me on a direction that, like I said, I feel like I'm 20 years younger.